To those who struggled with internalized homophobia, how did you learn to embrace your true identity? Growing up in a conservative community, I was always taught to be ashamed of my true identity. I remember the first time I saw two men holding hands and feeling a wave of disgust and fear. I knew I was feeling something that wasn't my own, but I couldn't quite place it. It wasn't until much later that I realized that it was the homophobia in my environment that had caused this reaction. For years, I tried to deny my true self and I put on a facade to fit in with my straight friends. I even tried dating women, but it never felt right. It wasn't until I met an amazing guy that I finally felt like I could be honest with myself. At first, I was scared to admit my feelings for him. I kept telling myself that it was just a momentary attraction and that I needed to fix myself. But the more time I spent with him, the more I realized that I wanted to be with him for the long run. Coming out to my friends and family was one of the most difficult things I've ever done. I was afraid that I would be rejected or judged, but I knew that I had to be true to myself. The process of coming out was not easy. Some people accepted me with open arms, while others were less understanding. But through it all, I learned to love myself and to stand up for who I am. It was only when I embraced my identity that I realized how much internalized homophobia had been holding me back. I had been denying a part of myself for so long that it had taken a toll on my relationships with others, making me feel isolated and alone. But once I started to embrace my sexuality, I found that people were drawn to my newfound confidence and authenticity. It's a shame that we live in a world where coming out can still be such a difficult and scary process. It's important for us to continue to fight against homophobia in all its forms and to create a society that is accepting and inclusive of all people, regardless of their intimate orientation. To anyone who may be struggling with their own identity, know that you are not alone. It takes immense strength to overcome internalized homophobia and to be true to yourself, but the rewards are worth it. So hold your head high, embrace who you are, and know that you are loved and accepted just the way you are. As I look back at my journey, I am filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment. I am thankful for the strength I found within myself and for the people who have stood by my side throughout it all. I hope that my story can inspire others to embrace their true selves and to fight against the harmful effects of homophobia in our society.